Right. So today, we're going to be diving into something really cool.
Oh, yeah.
The Agafay Desert.
Awesome.
Now, this might not be what you picture when you think, like, classic desert. You know, you're not going to find, like, those big rolling sand dunes like you might see in the Sahara.
Yeah.
Instead, you've got this incredible rocky landscape under this, like, wide open sky.
I've heard it's really stunning, like almost otherworldly.
Yeah, and you know what's in the middle of all of that?
What?
Like right in the heart of it. A luxurious oasis.
An oasis, okay.
Yeah, with a pool and everything.
Wow, that's not what I expected.
I know, you're right.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You get the raw beauty of the desert, but also like comfort and relaxation.
And the food.
Oh yeah, tell me about the food.
Okay, so get this. They've got this traditional Moroccan lunch.
Okay.
Prepared with, like, all fresh local ingredients.
Sounds delicious.
I know, right?
What kinds of dishes are we talking about?
Well, they mentioned mez, tagine.
Oh, I love tagine.
Me too. And you know they even highlight mint tea.
Oh, of course, the mint tea.
And if you've ever been to Morocco,
yeah,
you know that mint tea, it's like...
It's an experience.
More than just a drink, right?
It's like a symbol of hospitality.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of their culture.
It's so interesting how something as simple as tea can have so much meaning.
It really is. And speaking of interesting,
yeah.
Imagine this.
Okay.
You're lounging by a natural pool in the middle of this rocky desert.
Wow, a natural pool in the desert? That's pretty unique.
Yeah, and it's not like your typical chlorinated pool either.
Oh.
It's built with like stones and plants, and the water's treated naturally.
So it's eco-friendly too.
Exactly.
I'm really liking how this place is blending in with the environment.
Me too. It's very cool and sustainable.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
And it's not just about being sustainable.
What else is there?
The design.
Oh, tell me more.
They've got like plush seating, vibrant textiles, all with this touch of traditional Moroccan aesthetics.
So they've really thought about the overall vibe.
Yeah, it sounds super stylish and inviting.
Very cool.
And speaking of inviting, imagine the views. You're looking out from this poolside oasis, and you see the Atlas Mountains in the distance.
Oh, wow.
Can you picture it?
Yeah, that sounds absolutely breathtaking.
Right, like a postcard?
It really does paint a picture.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, lounging by the pool, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But I want more.
Right.
They've got you covered.
Oh.
You can add, like, alcoholic beverages to your package.
Okay.
Go on an excursion into the desert.
Oh, cool.
Or even do a camel ride.
Wow, so they've got options for everyone.
Exactly. Whether you're looking to relax or have an adventure.
It sounds like they've thought of everything.
They really have. And the best part?
What's that?
The basic package, which includes, like, the transfers, access to the pool, the Moroccan lunch, and those incredible views.
Okay.
Starts at just $55.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great deal for such a unique experience.
I know, right? It's a steal.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So would this kind of escape appeal to you?
Absolutely. It sounds incredible. It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah.
A little slice of paradise tucked away in the desert.
I like that. A hidden gem.
It really is. And it just goes to show that sometimes the most memorable travel experiences come from discovering those unexpected places.
Totally agree. It's all about venturing off the beaten path.
Exactly. And this Agafay desert oasis, it definitely seems like one of those places that would leave a lasting impression.
I think so, too. It's definitely got that wow factor.
Yeah, for sure.
So imagine you're in Marrakech.
Okay.
Would you be tempted to escape to this desert oasis for a day?
Oh, absolutely. In a heartbeat.
Me too. It sounds like the perfect way to experience a different side of Morocco.
I agree. It's a chance to connect with nature, culture, and just enjoy a truly unique experience.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we'll even get to experience it ourselves one day.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It really makes you think about Morocco differently, doesn't it?
Right, like we always picture those bustling cities or those huge sand dunes. But this, it's a whole other side to the country.
It is, and it's a good reminder that Morocco has so much diversity to offer.
Totally agree.
Like, a lot of times we get stuck on those iconic images.
Right.
But there's so much more to explore.
You know, speaking of exploring,
yeah,
I was looking into this company a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
And I noticed they're members of FNAVM and ARIVMS.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know what those were, so I had to look them up.
Yeah, what are they all about?
So it turns out they're these Moroccan tourism associations.
Okay.
And they focus on, like, responsible and sustainable tourism.
Oh, that's good to know.
Right.
It means this company is committed to doing things the right way.
Yeah, exactly, like preserving the environment
Yeah.
and supporting the local community.
It's always reassuring to see companies that prioritize those values.
Totally agree.
Especially in the travel industry.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so important to make sure tourism benefits everyone involved.
Okay, so we know they're doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to that delicious Moroccan lunch for a sec.
Oh, yeah, the food.
They mentioned mez and tagine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know tagine is that amazing slow-cooked stew.
It is. It's so flavorful.
But what about mez?
Oh, mez is like a collection of small dishes.
Okay.
Served as appetizers.
Got it.
Think like hummus, olives, different kinds of salads, sometimes even little pastries.
It sounds delicious.
It's a great way to sample a variety of flavors.
Yeah, and tagine, you mentioned it's slow-cooked.
Right.
How exactly is it prepared?
So it's actually named after the pot it's cooked in.
Oh, really?
Which is this conical earthenware pot.
Okay.
And they basically just put all the ingredients in there.
Like what kind of ingredients?
Usually meat, vegetables, and lots of aromatic spices. And then they let it simmer for hours.
Oh, wow.
So the flavors really have time to meld and intensify.
That's got to be so tender.
It is. It's like melts in your mouth.
Oh, man. Now I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
So, okay, we've got the scenery, the oasis, the food.
Sure.
But what about the actual journey?
Oh, you mean from Marrakech to the desert?
Yeah, what's that like?
Well, imagine this.
Okay.
You start in the city with all the hustle and bustle, the vibrant colors, the sounds.
Yeah.
And as you head out, the landscape starts to change.
How so?
The buildings disappear.
Okay.
The sounds fade away.
Wow.
And the air feels different.
Interesting.
But you can actually sense the transition.
Wow.
The colors change too.
Oh, yeah.
From the bright hues of the city to the more muted tones of the desert.
It sounds almost meditative.
It is. It's like a gradual shift.
Like you're shedding the layers of city life.
Exactly.
And embracing the rawness of the desert.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know, we keep talking about the visuals, but what about the other senses?
Ah, good point.
Like, what kind of sounds would you hear in the Agafay?
Well, mostly it's very quiet.
Oh, okay.
Like a stillness you don't often experience.
Right.
But you might hear the wind whispering.
Oh, yeah.
Or the crunch of gravel under your feet.
I can imagine that.
And maybe, in the distance, the call of a bird.
Wow.
It's like the desert is speaking to you.
That's a cool way to put it.
Inviting you to listen.
Yeah.
To observe.
To really be present.
Exactly. It's a completely different sensory experience than the city.
And then when you arrive at the oasis,
Yeah.
is there a change?
Oh, definitely.
How so?
You might hear the water splashing from the pool.
Okay.
The murmur of conversation.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some soft Moroccan music playing.
Interesting.
It's like a gentle shift in energy.
No, it's not just silence. There's life there, too.
Yeah, it's a balance.
And what about scents?
Oh, the smells of Morocco are amazing.
Like what?
Well, at the oasis, you'd probably smell that fresh mint tea. And as lunchtime approaches, the aroma of spices from the tagine.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the scent of the desert itself.
What's that like?
It's hard to describe. It's like this earthy, dry smell. It's both grounding and invigorating.
Wow. So it really is a feast for all the senses.
It is. It's an immersive experience.
So for someone thinking about planning a trip to the Agafay, what are some practical things they should keep in mind?
Well, first of all, the time of year is important.
Okay.
The Agafay can get really hot, especially in the summer.
What?
So spring and fall are usually better for milder weather.
Got it.
And in terms of packing,
Yeah.
light, breathable clothing is key.
Okay.
And don't forget a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen.
Of course.
You know, the desert sun can be intense.
Yeah, for sure.
And comfortable walking shoes are a must.
Makes sense.
You'll want to explore, right?
Definitely.
It's always better to be prepared.
You know, while we're talking about the desert environment,
Yeah.
what sets the Agafay apart from other deserts?
Well, one thing is its proximity to Marrakech.
Oh.
It's like you have this serene desert landscape, just a short drive from a bustling city.
So you can experience both in one trip.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It's a unique combination.
And for people who want something off the beaten path, the Agafay seems like the perfect escape.
It is. It's a chance to connect with nature in a really authentic way.
But also in a luxurious way.
Right. It's that balance again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't have to rough it to enjoy the beauty of the desert.
I like that. It's accessible to everyone.
Exactly.
You know, it's really interesting how this Agafay experience blends like luxury and authenticity.
Right. It's not something you see every day.
Like you're in this incredible desert landscape, but you're also getting pampered.
Yeah. It's not your typical rugged adventure.
Right. It's like they've redefined what a desert escape can be.
And I think that's what makes it so appealing.
Totally agree. It's like the best of both worlds.
You get to immerse yourself in nature.
Yeah.
But you also have those modern comforts.
And let's not forget the food.
Oh, the food, yeah.
That Moroccan lunch sounds incredible.
It does, doesn't it?
So for anyone listening who's like, okay, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I need to experience this.
Right.
What are some things they should keep in mind when planning a trip?
Well, like we talked about before, time of year is important.
Oh, yeah, the heat.
Exactly. Spring and fall are definitely the best times to go.
And what about packing essentials?
Okay, so definitely pack light, breathable clothing. And layers are always a good idea.
Makes sense. The desert temperatures can change a lot.
Right, and don't forget the essentials.
Like
hat, sunglasses, sunscreen.
Of course.
You know, protect yourself from that sun.
Yeah, for sure.
And good walking shoes.
If you're going to explore.
Exactly.
Now, beyond the practical stuff,
Yeah.
what kind of mindset should travelers have when going to the Agafay?
I'd say approach it with curiosity, openness, and respect for
environment.
Okay.
Little customs, the people.
Yeah.
Right. Be a good guest.
Exactly. Remember, you're visiting their home.
You know, that's good advice for anywhere you travel.
It is. It's all about being mindful and respectful.
Yeah. And in turn, I think that leads to a more enriching experience.
Oh, absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the Agafay Desert,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners with this.
Okay.
It's a desert landscape. It offers this incredible escape from the ordinary, a chance to connect with nature, with culture, and ultimately with ourselves.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
And whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or a bit of both, the Agafay has something special waiting for you.
I agree. It's a destination that will stay with you.
So, to everyone listening, embrace the unknown, step outside your comfort zone, and discover the magic of the Agafay Desert.